Hello everybody, welcome back to MomFab Life. I always try to bring some meaningful content to you. My videos are a peek inside my life and my experiences. Today, I share yet another profound experience I had recently. आप सबने एक कहानी जरूर सुनी होगी भक्त प्रहलाद की कहानी, जिसमें एक राजा था हिरण्यकश्यप। हिरण्यकश्यप को भगवान ब्रह्मा से एक वरदान मिला था कि वो किसी भी इंसान या जानवर से नहीं मारा जा सकता। हिरण्यकश्यप को एक बेटा हुआ जिसका नाम उसने रखा प्रहलाद। प्रहलाद अपने पिता से एकदम अलग एक विष्णु भक्त था। हिरण्यकश्यप ने उसे बहुत समझाया पर प्रहलाद नहीं माना। Finally, Hiranyakashipu did everything in his powers to kill his own son. पर प्रहलाद पे कोई आँच नहीं आई। In one such confrontation, Hiranyakashipu said, "Tell me, where is Lord Vishnu?" And Prahlad replied, "He is everywhere." Hiranyakashipu said, "I will break this pillar, and if Vishnu doesn't come, then I will kill you with my bare hands." He moved to break the pillar and smashed the pillar. But to his surprise, the pillar broke into 1,000 pieces, and from the rubbles emerged Lord Vishnu himself as Narsimha avatar. Lord Narsimha killed Hiranyakashipu and blessed Prahlad. I am traveling to Ahobilam, a quiet village in Andhra where this whole incident took place.
Hi guys, so we are here, another road trip, and this is my first road trip of this year 2023. We are heading to a very special place and I'm so excited. This place is called Ahobilam Narsimha temple. We are going to visit the Narsimha temple today, and this is apparently a very famous temple where Lord Narsimha came and came into his avatar. So we are just heading to this place, and this is our pit stop. We just stopped here for some breakfast and now we'll be off to the road again. I'm very excited to see how the day unfolds. If you want to see and visit this place with me, keep watching.
Sach batao to initially I was a bit skeptical. I wanted to see for myself whether such place still existed. कहते हैं वहां पर अभी भी वो पिलर है जिस पिलर से लॉर्ड नरसिम्हा ने अवतार लिया और हिरण्यकश्यप का वध किया। Well, अगर ये सच है तो today I'm going to witness history and history will meet mythology and vice versa. हमारे साथ बच्चे भी ट्रिप पे जा रहे हैं और सुनने में आया है there is a lot of trekking. I hope the kids keep up with us. Well, today's journey will be very exciting and very interesting. Ahobilam is situated on the foothills of Andhra, surrounded by mountains. यहाँ पे नव नरसिम्हा टेम्पल्स हैं। ये सारे ही टेम्पल्स स्वयंभू टेम्पल्स हैं जहाँ पे नव नरसिम्हा का रूप देखा जाता है। फाइनली अपने डेस्टिनेशन पे पहुँचते ही वी हेडेड फॉर सम लंच। ये छोटे गांव में लंच एस्टैब्लिशमेंट्स बहुत ही चार्मिंग होते हैं। Trekking for Ahobilam temples is absolutely difficult. इसलिए यहाँ पे ज़्यादा लोग नहीं आते. The village is not very well developed for the same reason. But the food here was absolutely delicious. After a rather heavy lunch, we headed to our first destination, which was the Pavan Narsimha temple. The route to Nava Narasimha temple is rather rocky, so you have to hire a jeep, which will further take you to the temple crossing the jungle. Here you have to stop at the entrance to take permission from the forest department. The jeep ride to Nava Narasimha is rather tough. It was extremely bumpy, navigating our way through these rocky mountains and dried forest area. Finally, after a very difficult jeep ride, we reached the temple, and here's what I felt. As soon as you reach the temple, there is an absolute sense of calmness. After a very noisy and bumpy jeep ride, you experience total peace and silence. The temple is right in the middle, surrounded by mountains, which makes the place even more divine. We had very nice and peaceful darshan of the Lord. And beware of the monkeys around, they are rather curious and notorious. Honestly, once you enter the premises of the temple, you can tell that the temple is ages old and definitely has a divine, peaceful vibe. मंदिर के अंदर कैमरा ले जाना मना है, इसलिए मैं ज़्यादा रिकॉर्डिंग नहीं कर पाई, तो मैं आपको मंदिर के आसपास की जगह दिखा रही हूँ। और एक बात कहना चाहती हूँ कि अगर जीप का सहारा नहीं होता तो इस जगह पर आना लगभग नामुमकिन है, ऑलमोस्ट इम्पॉसिबल। और इसी से पता चलता है कि ये मंदिर कितना पुराना है। The path to Nava Narasimha was extremely difficult but worth it. This is the actual place where Lord Narasimha is believed to marry Chenchun Mahalakshmi. Also, this temple is ascribed to planet Mercury. शाम हो चुकी थी, आज का सूरज बस ढलने को ही था, पर अभी हमें एक और मंदिर कवर करना था, तो हम आगे बढ़ चले भार्गवा नरसिम्हा के मंदिर की तरफ। ये मंदिर सन एज अ प्लैनेट को सिंबलाइज करता है। Finally, we reached our destination, which is the Bhargava Narasimha temple. After getting down from the jeep, there is almost 1 kilometer of pathway to the temple. The path, like the other Narasimha temples, is not an easy one. It is a patch, a rough road of rocks and pebbles. Like the other Narasimha temples, the walkway or the pathway to Bhargava Narasimha temple was not easy. But the whole area was surrounded by this symphony of oldest rocks and trees, which added to the divine atmosphere of the temple. We are walking through these paths in 2023, but one can only imagine how these forests and pathways must have been years, thousands of years ago. The old branches, the trees, the roots, and the rocks. It was like everything was telling a story. There was certain chill in the air because we were walking through a dense forest. As the legend says, that here is the very place where Sri Parshurama did penance in this area to have the darshan of Lord Narasimha in the same pose of killing Hiranyakashyap. The other name of Sri Parshurama is Bhargava, hence Bhargava Narasimha. Surprisingly, even after having a tired journey yesterday, we still woke up extremely fresh, ready to take on the adventure today. The day started with another cute pit stop where we had our breakfast. Little did I know that day 2 is going to be one of the most difficult treks I might have done in my life, where we have to conquer some extremely rough terrain to reach Sri Jwala Narasimha temple.
Hi guys, guys, so we are here today in this beautiful village of Ahobilam, and today we are here for the Nava Narasimha trek. Now this is day 2 and I'm really excited. Look at this location. The place looks really divine. There are monkeys and dogs all around, but more importantly, can you see the mountains behind me and that ancient structure? This place is like really ancient, really old. Nobody knows it is made or built by whom, but it was later developed by Chalukyas who ruled this area or this province. We will go further today and see how the day unfolds. I am pretty excited. The trek looks a little difficult, but we'll get through the day. So keep watching.
Also, let me give you a brief background about this place. The word Aho means wonder and Bilam means cave. Hence, Ahobilam means wonderful caves. The tribal area of Ahobilam is where Nalamala or the Black Mountain Forest exists. It is situated in the mid portion of the Eastern Ghats. The entire range of Eastern Ghats appear like a snake, where the head portion is Sri Tirupati, the mid portion is Sri Ahobilam, and the tail portion is Sri Salem. All the three exist in Andhra Pradesh. The Ahobilam site with Nava Narasimha temples was discovered around 3000 years ago. Although the exact age of these temples cannot be told as they appear to be really old like cave temples. There are in total 9 Narsimha temples and all are Swambhu temples, that is, not man-made. Starting my trekking here, I immediately realized why this place is considered so divine. The ambience and the mountains and the caves here, water down the streams, everything was adding to the divinity. All temples are divine, but Ahobilam temples are particularly considered extremely powerful. They are important for people who seek protection from all the negativity and darkness. Like I mentioned previously, and as you can see for yourself, these terrains were not easy to walk. In fact, it is not for the faint-hearted. This was by far the most difficult terrains I have ever attempted to walk through myself. Therefore, not much worshippers or not much devotees come to these temples because this requires a really good amount of physical strength. Every single step has to be taken with a lot of cautious because one wrong step and you can sprain your leg or injure your leg.
We are halfway through the trek and there is another 1.5 kilometers to go. It feels like 45 kilometers, but it's just 3 kilometers up and down. So here we go.
And here's my experience. Somewhere between the pleasant weather and these ancient mountain rocks, you will find yourself catching breath. Like I said, the terrain is not easy. The trekking was absolutely difficult. But there was this certain gravitational pull to get the darshan of the main deity or Lord Jwala Narasimha. We as full-grown adults were extremely tired. But I cannot explain how my 3.5-year-old kids managed to trek equally with us without no tantrums, no crying, and not a sip of water. This was definitely the power of the place, or the power of the divine, I believe. After navigating on the rustic mountain path, we come across 600 steps, which are quite steep. The rails on the side save us from falling. The steps are winding, and only after considerable time one can see the glimpse of the temple. Finally, we reached our destination, which is the Jwala Narasimha temple. This is the exact place where the killing of Hiranyakashipu took place after the fight. The Narsimha here is called Jwala Narsimha, meaning raging fire, as the Lord was extremely angry and raging like a fire. After a tedious trek, the coolness of the cave gives a certain amount of peace and calmness to both mind and body. I had the most profound, the most divine experience in the Jwala Narsimha temple. It was a feeling I really cannot put into words or explain myself in this video. One has to really visit the temple to experience it themselves. Well, after resting in the temple for several minutes, we further started trekking to our next adventure, which was the Ugra Narsimha's thumb. Thumb is the very pillar from which Lord Narsimha came as avatar. He gave his blessings to Prahlad and killed Hiranyakashipu. Now, as a history and an arts student, I was most keen to witness this pillar for myself. And as you can see, the mountain is extremely steep. The trekking up the hill was extremely challenging and dangerous.
Hi guys, so I am here to my final trek, on my final trek to the Ugra Narasimha, which is right above us. I don't know if you can see. The trek till here has been really difficult. You can see we came through this way. I don't know how did I pulled it off. I'm really tired, by the way, but the trick is you cannot take too long and sit for too long. You'll get too comfortable, so we don't want to exhaust our energy. We want to keep going, and this is the crew with us. So it'll take another half an hour. I'll see you on the top.
Dear friends, I am not kidding. The trek to Ugra's thumb was extremely dangerous. In fact, the most dangerous treks I've ever done in my life. And what you are seeing here is the very pillar, the very place Lord Narasimha came from.
Hi guys, so you all must have heard at some point of time in life the story of Hiranyakashipu. Remember? His son Bhakt Prahlad. Now do you remember? Now here on this hill is the very incident which happened. Guys, I'm on the very spot where Lord Vishnu showed himself as the Narsimha avatar and killed Hiranyakashipu and blessed Bhakt Prahlad. These are the hills. I am literally witnessing history / mythology, because whatever cannot be documented or whatever does not have a proof is termed as mythology. Well, but whatever, believers are believers. I am witnessing truly the history / mythology itself, and finally, after a really long, absolutely difficult trekking, I am finally here on the top of the hill, where you can see the very pillar. Yes, the very pillar where Lord Narasimha showed himself as an avatar of Vishnu and blessed Prahlad. Exactly. Can you see this pillar? And this whole mountain has kind of disintegrated. It's millions and billions of years old. We don't even have the correct the documentation or the correct knowledge about the incident or when exactly it took place, in what timeline. But crores and lakhs of devotees come here to witness this pillar, which is right here but in a broken form, and they climb the whole mountain. They trek the whole mountain, which is, let me tell you, absolutely, it was by far the most difficult trek I have done in my life. And I do a lot of trekking. I consider myself very strong, but it was such a difficult trek, and finally we are here. Isn't this amazing?
So here's my experience. The trekking to Ugrastham was extremely challenging and extremely dangerous. One wrong step and you can fall to your death. But once you reach the top, the feeling is absolutely divine. There is, like I said, a sense of calmness. Sitting in the middle of these hills, where the whole incident took place, watching the pillar, where you actually even have the footprints of Lord Narsimha. One footprint is the natural footprints, and the other one is man-made. But the whole experience has been very rewarding, very enriching. I was skeptical, but the whole journey has made me a believer. And there is definitely the power of the God you'll feel here. Otherwise, the kind of trek we did, I couldn't even believe myself that I'm capable, humanistically, of such difficult trek. I think it is little bit of willpower, but a lot has to do with the divine power of Lord Narsimha and the power he gave me to visit him and see for myself his, the greatness and the power. In one word, if I have to describe this temple, it would be powerful.
So guys, there are, like I said, 9 temples in total around these hills. 9 rupams or 9 avatars of Narsimha, like Jwala avatar, Jwala Narsimha, Lakshmi Narsimha, and Rudra Narsimha. So like that, there are 9 temples. So the kids are waiting in one of those temples down. It's called Jwala Temple with a friend, because the trek is really, really difficult. And when I say difficult, it's definitely not for faint-hearted. It's absolutely difficult to come here. And then also, I didn't have it in me to go down there. It's really steep, so I'm waiting here while my friend and Amit, they have gone down all the way and did the darshan. I somehow wanted to be safe, and I think I have exhausted all the energy to go really down, and now we have to trek all the way down. So it was really difficult. Anyways, but it was all worth it. The view from the top is amazing with all the mountains surrounding, and definitely the place is absolutely divine. I can definitely feel the power up here.
So friends, after taking few minutes of rest on the top of the hill, sitting there, little bit of meditation and thinking about everything which happened with me over the years, and in that day also thinking about all my achievements and what I achieved in that day, and locking up all those tiny victories in my heart, and I was amazed at my own strength. The trek down the hill was again very difficult. Like I said, one wrong step and you can, get a leg injury or a fall. After the trek, we took like 45 minutes to come down the mountain, and we reached the Jwala Narasimha where the kids were waiting with a friend. And we had another round of darshan, which were very amazing, peaceful. This time there were no devotees, so we had very nice round of darshan again. At this point, I don't want to say much. I think I have explained myself enough, but I definitely feel that there was this immense power and strength in this temple. I could definitely feel the energy, the positivity, and the whole mightiness of the nature and the divine itself. Hence, this was all I could shoot with all the trekking and handling the kids. It was not an easy journey. This is the very cave where, after the whole incident took place, after the whole fight, Lord Narasimha came down and gave darshan to Bhakt Prahlad. All I can say about this place that this has been the most amazing experience of my life, and I'm taking all these memories with me. I can't be more thankful. I'm extremely grateful for this experience I had.
Hi guys, so by the looks of it, you can see that our trip has come to an end and we are now heading back to Chennai, to our home. It was an amazing experience, and I'm going back with so many memories and so much I don't know, so much of emotions with me, and I will share my emotions while I'll do the narration or the voiceover for the video. But it has been a really divine experience. I extremely loved the whole, the atmosphere and all the 9 Narsimha avatars. There's a bus going on. Excuse me. But in the end, I want to say that it has been a very enriching experience. Now, I hope you saw everything and you really liked the video. And if you did, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I will see you soon with another interesting vlog, and I really think you're going to like this travel vlog. This was our first trip of this year, and it started on such a positive note. Also, I'm really thankful for the friends we have come with. I mean, this couple is such an amazing couple, and they told us about this place. I couldn't have been more thankful that they educated us with this new place, and now I can add this place to my checklist. Check both husband and wife are friends. I mean, they're such amazing people, and the way they have planned everything, the way they have taken care of every nitty-gritty details. It's a remote village, as you can see, but still there was absolutely no problem. Everything was so smooth, and it's all thanks to our friends. So with this note, on like so much of gratitude in my heart, with this note, I'm going to end the video right now. Stay tuned. Bye.
अहोबिलम की ये ट्रिप मैं कभी भी नहीं भूल सकती। वो इसलिए क्योंकि यहाँ पे आके मैंने अपने अंदर एक इस तरीके की पावर डिस्कवर करी जो मुझे भी नहीं पता था मुझ में एग्जिस्ट करती है। जिस तरीके की ट्रैकिंग मैंने अचीव करी और फिनिश करी, इट वाज एब्सोल्युटली अनबिलीवेबल। अगर आप भी अहोबिलम टेम्पल जाना चाहते हैं तो ज़रूर आएँ, इफ़ यू हैव द स्ट्रेंथ एंड द फिटनेस फॉर इट। लॉर्ड नरसिम्हा आपको ब्लेस करें, आपको यहाँ तक आने की शक्ति दे। इसी के साथ मैं ये वीडियो एंड करती हूँ। आई विल सी यू सून इन माय नेक्स्ट वीडियो। टिल देन, बाय बाय।